also compound the problem for governments as well as providers. This is due to both an increase in the cost of construction as well as the changing expectations of consumers of high-quality living accommodation standards. Consumers are demanding private, modern bedrooms compared to the past when the usual practice was to provide shared bedroom accommodation. The survey found that single private bedroom facilities have poorer returns than shared high care facilities. In fact, the survey estimates that the average return for single private room facilities is only 1.1%, which is not at all attractive for potential investors. The poorer return on single private rooms reflect the greater investment required to operate large modern facilities that need to meet consumer demands and government requirements. This has resulted in many operators deferring or abandoning plans to develop or redevelop their facilities. The survey also indicates that many of the new aged care places allocated by the government remain unused or have in fact been returned. It was even reported that there was an under-subscription for aged care places in some states. So while significant investment has been made in modern aged care, the survey shows that much of Australia's aged care facilities remain dated. While the previous government's reforms introduced a unified residential care and payment system, as well as a national quality assurance framework for residential aged care, it also combined accreditation, certification and aged care complaints investigation scheme to assure aged care clients and their families that we are serious about delivering the high-quality care that our senior citizens so rightly deserve. However, the Rudd government has ignored older Australians and has undermined the aged care industry and all the hard-working professional staff who work in the industry. In the past, there has been strong competition for aged care places across the country, but the present undersubscription for aged care places shows just how seriously underfunded this sector is at the present time. I understand that some providers are handing back bed licences, and the Rudd Labor government appears to be indifferent to the growing crisis in this sector. I often have discussions with many of the local aged care providers in my electorate, and I understand the challenges they face in maintaining the provision of high-quality aged care facilities and services. One of the leading aged care providers in my electorate recently wrote me regarding some of the issues that face those organisations trying to provide the aged care at the highest quality for our older Australians. And the letter reads, "We have not received additional packages since our original allocation of 20 in 2002, yet we have continued to successfully utilise all 20 packages plus carry an additional unfunded 5 to 18 packages, which are currently running at 10, for the past 5 years. If we are unsuccessful this year, it will severely limit our want to grow and to provide services to those that are in need of them. Many of our existing unfunded packages and those that we have researched have found to be needing community care will require permanent residential care, thus putting additional pressure on our hostels and nursing homes, and it will also jeopardise our practice of ageing in place. We want to continue to deliver our quality service, and we have the infrastructure and the flexibility already to deliver to the extra packages. More packages will allow us to continue this now and into the future. We have the backing of an enthusiastic, specialised organisation, including our advisory board, the CEO, the Don, coordinator, maintenance team and administration staff. Our plans to reach out to isolated areas will also be severely restricted. We have the capacity and the enthusiasm to continue servicing the aged in our region, and we will continue to do so even if we receive less than the maximum number of packages sought. However, the extra packages will allow us to employ additional staff, especially those trained to care for the increasing number of care recipients we have suffering with dementia, including those referred to us from ACAT. We can also practice ageing in place more proficiently, thus allowing care recipients to remain in their own homes longer, offer respite as required, relieve the pressure on residential care, and when the time comes, allow the transition into residential care to be less traumatic, because care recipients have already experienced aged care, so it's not as strange or hard for them to accept care, and in most cases, the decision to enter residential care becomes theirs and not someone else's. Receiving fewer packages, it will not impact on our current quality of care, but it will impact on the demand for this care because aged persons in our region would be unable to access it and would also limit the expansion of services to our existing clients, remembering that we are already servicing an extra 10 unfunded packages. The way our population is ageing, we need money and packages now to save increased costs and care later on, as well as coping with the waiting list and the extra clients that we have now over and above the 20 packages we have managed with for over 5 years. Because we can offer low care and high care, that's permanent and respite, at our village, we can extend ageing in place to those care recipients we service in the general community, as well as those we have within the village, thus providing continuity of care if and when their needs change. One of the advantages of community care packages within a retirement village environment is that clients can avail themselves of the services of the village, as well as, for example, daily meals and the hairdresser, podiatrist, the bus trips, the social outings, the transport and on-site activities conducted by our staff. This availability of existing services can also ease the burden and the cost for the financially disadvantaged because we are able to offer most of these services at reduced cost. Well, following these concerns expressed from my local aged care providers, I strongly urge the government to consult and to listen to those organisations who are providing at the coalface the care and services of this aged care sector. We all understand that the demand is going to increase significantly in the close future, and it is better to refine the delivery processes now and to get on with it right now. The overarching purpose of this bill is to provide certainty and safety for those currently receiving aged care services and those who may need to access such services in the future, as well as assuring their families. I support any measures that secures the future of our older Australians, and I support this bill. I thank the House.